Military efficiency in wartime is well established, but defense forces worldwide are becoming increasingly aware of the necessity to fully preserve expensive hardware when prolonged non-combat situations prevail. Conventional storage in open or semi-enclosed locales result in extensive and costly degradation to all types of vehicles, weapons and ammunition due to modes of decay such as corrosion. The South African Environmental Control Specialists, SMB Supplies, have taken the lead in addressing this problem and have been exclusively appointed the accredited preservation and storage agents for both the South African Defence Force and several Middle East countries. Their environmental experts fully understand the conditions applicable in these regions and pinpoint the relative humidity of the atmosphere as the critical factor. Relative humidity is the term that defines the amount of moisture present in the atmosphere. In any one location, both the temperature and moisture content of the atmosphere vary throughout each day. The warmer the air, the more moisture it can absorb. When the temperature drops, the moisture condenses out, settling on the surface of stored equipment. This in turn leads to corrosion. Alternatively, too little moisture in the atmosphere causes static electricity, which affects delicate electronic components as well as causing lubricants to dry out. For the long-term preservation of all types of equipment, the optimum level of relative humidity is between 40 and 50%. Equipment stored under such conditions will remain in a state of combat readiness indefinitely. SMB tackled the preservation challenge from two angles. Firstly, large storage buildings are made completely airtight by sealing from the inside. The roof and walls are clad in a special material totally impervious to water and air. The material is attached to wooden frames, specifically constructed to suit the internal profile of the building, and then sprayed with up to 3 coatings of the proven Dutch cocoon sealant to render it completely impenetrable. The acclaimed cocoon sealant has an expansion factor of 2.5 and carries a 10-year guarantee against the effects of ultraviolet rays. The buildings stay completely sand and dust free, which enhances the preservation aspect. In buildings where large armored vehicles will need to be brought in and eventually driven out, the existing doors are sealed by installing heavy-duty vinyl doors that can be opened or closed with strong zips and Velcro overlaps attached to the walls and floor. The vinyl doors can be quickly raised to allow easy passage of equipment and then immediately sealed again. Secondly, world-renowned Munters of Sweden dehumidifiers are installed by SMB. These NATO-approved dehumidifiers work on the principle of the desiccant wheel, where there is intimate contact between process air and desiccant for optimum dehumidification. The rotor wheel efficiently removes the moisture from the air in the storage building and expels it with the aid of heater blowers and extractor fans. The drying wheel rotates slowly, about 8 revs an hour, thus achieving continuous dehumidification. It performs satisfactorily at temperatures well below 0 degrees centigrade and also has few slow-moving parts ensuring minimum wear and a high level of durability and reliability. A lifespan exceeding 15 years is common. Ozone is the enemy of rubber, but in a dehumidified environment, the ozone concentration is reduced and less damage occurs to tires and other rubber components. SMB have organized authoritative independent tests to illustrate the positive effects of dehumidification. Over a 7-year period, these sample discs of steel were positioned inside and outside a dehumidified building. The comparison speaks for itself. Conservative figures in terms of cost prevention show that over a 10-year period in the 26 storage buildings completed to date in South Africa, a saving of more than 400 million rand will be achieved on South African National Defence Force equipment alone. SMB emphasizes that their preservation system maintains equipment in its initial state, but cannot rid it of existing corrosion. An SMB installation on any one building will pay for itself in 1.5 to 2 years of operation. The company also offers a complete project management service of maintenance, repair and record keeping. SMB are justly proud to present their preservation storage control system to defense forces throughout the world.